We invite Chef Garry Steel to invent or reinvent a delightful culinary feast. Today he is in the mood for Asian and exotic with some good beef in the mix. It is my pleasure to welcome the health-conscious gourmet chatty chef. You're starting to dance already.
I know.
Garry Steel, back to Studio 4 to talk and cook some more.
I hadn't finished from the entry music, that's why.
I see, I see. And it's a new shirt today,
It's a new shirt.
Ooh.
Is it too young for me?
No, it's lovely.
It really is.
It looks like linen.
You know, a 40-year-old man wearing a 20-year-old's shirt.
Is that
sometimes,
all you are,
doesn't he?
40? Well, who knew?
40-something. So what are we making today?
Well, well, where's that pronouncer? We had so much trouble with this. It was spelled like bulgogi. B-U-L-G-O-G-I,
yeah.
but it's pronounced with a P. Starts with a B, starts with a P, and it's... Well, we had a discussion for half an hour.
Yes.
Is it and we couldn't find anybody from Korea, so we're in a bit of trouble, but it was Pogogi.
I really insulted an Asian man this morning and said to him, do you know how this is?
Yeah. Do you have any Pogogi? Well, we know how it's spelled. It's B-U-L-G-O-G-I. It's a Korean skillet, really.
Yes. That's originally what it was. It was originally a Korean skillet that became a dish. So the skillet and the dish have the same name, because the cooking technique changed.
Okay.
And so today we're not going to use an actual bulgogi to cook, but because we're going to flat grill it. But they would have originally used that very flat, very heavy iron skillet to cook this beef dish with. And it is exactly the same base. The sauce is exactly the same base, whether using chicken, pork, or beef, but the name changes.
Okay.
I have no idea what it is in chicken for pork either.
I see. Well, you don't look Korean to me.
No.
You're probably not.
I was born in Malaysia.
You're Scottish. Where were you born?
I was born in Malaysia, in Malacca, on the east coast of Malaysia.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when did you move to Scotland?
Scotland when I was 7. I had lived in Malaysia, Germany, England.
Really?
France.
What did your father do?
He was
your
in
mother
the
do?
tank regiment. He was an army
Oh, he's
officer.
an army, so you're an army. They don't call them army brats anymore.
Yeah, they used to when I was a baby boy, that's for sure.
But how you saw the world, that's great.
I did. An amazing amount of people, and I was really, really lucky to have a family stay beside us in 3 countries, which was very rare and unusual, but I think there was a bit of backhanded bribery.
That's your love of food, too, I bet.
It
a little
started there because we were eating a lot of foreign foods. Your palate changes. It's true. It's very true. Okay, so I'm making this base. In here I have some green onions. I have put in there 2 cloves of garlic, and all I've done is just chop it up. You can see in there, and I'm just using the pestle and mortar to mix it. I'm going to add half a cup of soy sauce, and we want to use a dark soy sauce, not a light soy sauce. A nice heavy dark one.
I didn't know there was such a thing as a light
Well,
soy
you can get a low sodium one, a lighter one.
Use the real
McCoy
sauce.
Yeah. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil in there. We've got the green onion, the garlic, the sesame oil.
Are you measuring, or you're just...
I'm kind of measuring.
You're cooking like my grandmother cooks.
Thanks for pointing that out, Miss Kiefer.
well, no, but I know you know what you're doing. We
Thank
don't
God.
all.
Thank
because
God.
you can over sesame oil.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
but
and
not
then
in
it all
this.
tastes...
Not in this, actually, because the soy sauce is so rich. This will cut it. So.
Okay.
And you can get the recipe online. We have the recipe.
Of course. At Studio 4.
Studio 4, yes.
Until the end of May, and the Studio 4 is no more.
No, don't. I can't even.
I know we don't want to talk about it.
It was scary the other night when I was sitting thinking about it and how many shows we've done together, the years we've been together.
Well, we can shop at some some other time.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
2 tablespoons black sesame seeds, for no other reason than I like the black. Seriously, no other reason. And to that, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of lovely, dark, rich, dark brown sugar. Really caramelly, rich, gorgeous, lovely, and dark. So we're going to mix all of that around, and it kind of becomes this beautiful... Watch me spill this all over the counter.
Well, then you're fired.
This beautiful...
You are coming back one more time.
One more time, I am.
Last show.
I saw you can't see in that, but it's got a beautiful black... I'll show you in 1 second. A beautiful black color and consistency to it. It's very kind of creamy, caramelly.
Well, it's a beautiful mortar and pestle.
Yes, this is a beautiful pestle and mortar. This is really
yours?
Yes, and this is actually Asian. This one came in from Korea.
Because you need some heft.
Yeah, you do. You need some weight to that. What we're going to do, this is the marinade now ready. So to that, we're going to add the beef that we want to cook. And the beef that we're going to use is a beautiful filet steaks. So get yourself a couple of really beautiful filet steaks. And you want to shave it really thin. That's quite important, to shave it really, really thin. Like wafer thin.
Okay, could you, if you shave it wafer thin, can't you shave it frozen?
Yes, actually frozen is really good.
Because that's how they do carpaccio, I know.
Carpaccio is done, yeah, what they'll do is they'll flash freeze it for about 20, 25 minutes. So it gets a really good firm, but not solid.
Sure.
And you can do the same thing.
Well, your knives are good.
Yeah, and I'm a little adverse to the freezing. And
I get it.
Our kitchen isn't really set up here for that kind of thing. But
the Studio 4 kitchen?
When, our beautiful kitchen. 10 years, Fanny.
Yeah, I know.
10 years together. This is what we've graded
10 years
to.
Together,
10
we
years.
have a griddle. Great.
You don't even know that.
Don't tell. That's a family secret.
Half the stuff in here's
you
mine.
You have to bring your own griddle. Shaw's on a budget.
Oh, budget?
What can I tell you?
10 years, I'm embarrassed for you.
Stop.
I swear to God. Okay, so when I was training, you know, and we were cutting carpaccio and everything, we used to have to cut it by hand, and the chef would say if he couldn't see the pattern through it, it's
too thick.
Well, I won't tell you what he did, but
I would hold this up, but
it wasn't good.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so in goes the beef into this beautiful marinade, and you're going to leave that for 30 minutes or overnight, about 12 hours in the fridge, or 30 minutes at room temperature. That's your key there. So I'm going to show you it, and this you'll be able to see the beautiful color.
Television.
So this has been marinating for about an hour now at room temperature. See how beautiful! Yeah. Look at that, gorgeous. It's almost. I'm going to say sapphire-y, isn't it? It's a little bit, you know, the...
Well, if you're into tartare, maybe.
Oh, this
I was at the Loden Hotel last night. Have you been there?
Nice, yes. I love the Loden.
Delicious.
Used to know the general manager very, very well.
Well, the chef is
Chef's
good.
amazing. Chef's amazing,
No kidding.
So we're going to take our beef, now that we have it sliced and everything is beautiful. And just look at how stunning it is with the garlic and the onions. We're going to put it on a very hot... grill.
And that's a fillet, you said, so it'll be tender.
Tender.
So I guess you can't cheat just because it's marinated.
No.
No.
You could use another beef, but you're going to face some issues with it. So you really want to use the beautiful tenderloin.
Yes. When you're making pierogi, you have to.
That's too funny. I love that it took so long for us to work out how to name it.
In the age of the internet.
I know.
And the Google, and we all had our phones, and we had the computers,
but
and
thank
the
God for
entire
it.
staff was looking on the pronunciation of...
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
You still can't say it.
Bulgogi.
What I'm going to do with this marinade is I'm going to put the marinade into a little saucepan, and I'm going to put it on to come to a simmer. And the reason that I want to do that is because I want to use it as part of the garnish in the finished dish.
Got you.
I'm just going to turn my board over, showing you my little bit of paper, because I had raw meat on there. I don't want to... Now, we're just going to get rid of a few things here.
I'm at attention.
We'll prepare the accompaniments. Yes. You're at attention. It's a fabulous thing.
I'm at attention because we have 4 minutes left.
And we can fill them.
Okay,
Beautiful
I know that.
brown sesame seeds. The recipe will call for roasted sesames. If you can get brown, get brown. They're really lovely, gorgeous flavor. Some really nice kimchi. We're going to use that. We're going to take some of the green onions that we have here, and we're just going to slice them on the bias so that they get that longer look to them, not straight cut straight over. And this is going to be, it's kind of a garnish, but it's also, as in much Asian food, it's part of the body of the meal as well. So it's integral into the finished item. These are stunning, these beautiful Asian pears, and the smell is really beautiful.
Asian pears are delicious.
Aren't they gorgeous? And Whole Foods...
Are they apple and pear together? Is that an Asian pear?
Yes. And Whole Foods had this beautiful varietal right now, this real golden one, which I just love. So our marinade is actually coming to a really lovely simmer. We want to bring that to 165 degrees. Because it had raw beef in it, we want to kill off anything that might be, and I stress the word might be, in there.
Right.
Because it more than likely isn't, but you just want to make sure. You don't want to use a marinade that straight from the marinade. From the beef, you couldn't put this straight onto your finished dish. You want to cook this marinade out.
I see.
In case there's anything in there.
In case there's anything in there that's now not in the beef because you're cooking the beef, so you would not eat this like a tartare.
No.
I was joking.
No, you could eat this like a tartare, totally. This,
you
totally.
Could,
but I wouldn't use the marinade.
Okay, got it.
There you go. That's the change.
Phew.
Okay, beautiful Asian pears. We're going to take the Asian pears and quarter them and just take the core out. Right. And I love the skin. And then we're going to slice them so that we can use them in, and this in its smell itself is so perfumey and rich.
Fantastic.
Really beautiful.
I'm about to grab one, but I'm afraid I'd lose a finger.
Touch it now.
I know, I'm
very
standing
bad.
back.
Very bad.
Okay.
Okay, so let's bring our plate over for our serving. So this will be the dish that we serve it in.
Yes.
And we're going to serve it, we're not going to use bread or anything. We want to have this served in a traditional way, and the traditional way is to take a lettuce leaf.
Right.
And what you do is you take the lettuce leaf and you put the beef into the lettuce leaf.
Oh,
isn't that stunning? It just looks beautiful. The color is just breathtaking. You want to take a little bit of the pear, goes into the lettuce leaf, a little bit of these beautiful brown sesame seeds on top of there.
Because you've already used the black, your favorite.
Yes, I love the black. A little bit of kimchi. And
which is cabbage and spice?
Cabbage spiced, a little, there's prawn in there, there's red pepper, chili peppers, fish sauce. It's a really beautiful.
Really? And can you buy that already?
Yeah. The kimchi is finished. Any really good Asian store will have kimchi.
Have kimchi.
Beautiful.
Okay, because that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, no, and trust me, making kimchi is a nightmare. I wouldn't even approach it.
Okay.
A little bit of our marinade just to
finish
it off. Yes. And
delicious.
We're going to take a little bit of cracked black pepper, open that up a bit so it's a bigger crack. And that's how I would serve that. And have that as a
when
lunch.
you're eating it, do you have to do knife and fork? Can
you
roll it?
This is exactly how you eat it. You take this is stunning, wrong hand, Gary. This is really beautiful. You take the lettuce leaf and you roll it.
Right.
And eat it
Oh, yum.
So
and
it's
then
roll.
you can dip and roll and do all of that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, really beautiful.
And if you're not a lettuce person, why couldn't you put this in a tortilla?
You could put this in a tortilla. You could put this into some bread. But you're going to find it's heavier. And this is a really beautiful, light, fresh kind of flavor. So you don't want to change that. That's
we're into healthy and lean.
Yeah, I really like this. Now, I'll give you May the 12th. I really want everyone to go to this, May the 12th. Okay. Hills Foods are doing an auction, well, not an auction, a sale. They're celebrating 25 years in business. They have the most amazing wild meat in the city, Hills Foods.
Good reputation, Hills.
Go onto the website, hillsfoods.com.
Right.
And May the 12th, go to that sale because they have alligator, yak. This is why I wanted to tell you about it. This with yak, amazing. Stunning.
Really?
Ostrich. This with ostrich, stunning.
Oh, I bet.
So
I've
try
never
that
had
Hills
yak.
Foods sale. Yak is really hot right now. Yes. I said that to somebody else and they said, they've yacked.
She does yak.
They had no, you mean talking. In Scotland, yak means something other, a regurgitation process. Bad? Yes.
Oh, no, yakking. You're in North America now. Okay. Always a pleasure, darling. And we'll see you at the end of the month.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Garry Steel, our resident chef. And remember, you can catch all of our conversations on YouTube or follow us on Twitter at Fanny Kiefer. At Fanny Kiefer. I can't say the tweet right.